Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. West Ham are imminently about to sign James Ward-Prowse. We believe everything has been agreed, all the medicals have taken place, and West Ham are in due course about to announce our second summer signing of the window, and that is 28-year-old central midfielder from Southampton, the Southampton captain, former England international, current England international, but not playing for the England side, not been called up for a while, but James Ward-Prowse will be wearing claret and blue of West Ham. So keep your comments coming in and let me know your thoughts on James Ward-Prowse, JWP, what he's also known as, joining West Ham United from Southampton. A leader, he definitely is. If you listen to all the Southampton fans and you see what he's given to that club over the many years, he is absolutely a leader. And another leader to come into this team, someone who's got strong confidence in their own ability. That is exactly what he's got. But here's some interesting stats for you before I give you the other video on all the things you need to know about JWP. Since 2013, only one other player in world football, in the top 5 leagues in Europe, have scored more free kicks than JWP. Can you guess who that player is? That one player is Lionel Messi. And Lionel Messi scored 32 goals since 2013, but he had borderline double the goals, opportunities, the attempts, than what James Ward-Prowse had. James Ward-Prowse has scored 17 goals, which is 1 goal less than what David Beckham did, which is the Premier League free kick record. He scored 18 Premier League goals from free kicks. That's David Beckham. So JWP is 1 behind him. But he is second in the top 5 leagues since 2013, behind Messi. But his goal to chance ratio is a lot higher than Lionel Messi as well. I think Messi scored 32 goals in 336 opportunities, and JWP has scored 17 goals in 117 opportunities. He is also, and last season was mid-table in terms of, or Southampton were mid-table in terms of chances that they created from dead ball situations. And to think that the Southampton were there in the middle of the league in terms of chances created from dead ball specialists and still got relegated means that he himself, JWP, who is a free kicks and set piece specialist, obviously caused them and other teams a lot of concerns, playing for what you could call a very miserable Southampton side last season, and it really was. But I think we focus so much solely on his set pieces that we sometimes forget what else he has. And he does have a lot of other attributes as well. He was covering more ground than most of the players in the Premier League last year, in particular the player that he could be coming in to replace in terms of the player known as formerly number 41. He covered 423 kilometres in the Premier League last season. He scored 8 goals. He had 74 chances that he created in the Premier League. That's 4th in the rankings of the Premier League last season. He had 53 interceptions. Guess where that falls in the Premier League standings? Third out of all the players we're talking about. He attempted 241 crosses. He finishes second in the table for that as well, and he did have 971 passes that were completed in the opposition half. So the player likes to play football. Another key element which I like about him is, and I feel like West Ham have lost this little bit of a va-va-voom in the middle of the park, is we seem to never really regain the ball when we lose possession very quickly on the first or the second ball when the ball's going forward or in a defensive matter. That's something that James Prowse, JWP, can definitely bring to the game. He's done that for Southampton for many a year, and that's one of the reasons why he was called up to the England squad, because he can recycle that ball really well. We sometimes lack that engine of a player who can win the first ball. I remember watching all the games last year and going, why is no one winning that first ball? Why is no one winning that second ball? He definitely has the big capability to go ahead and win that second ball, because sometimes in a midfield, especially in a midfield trio, he sits a little bit further back and he reads the game really well. Do you remember, let's just go back slightly to when we were talking about trying to play Lanzini in a deeper lying midfield role? Well, that's exactly what James Ward-Prowse does. He reads the game from a distant point of view, but he latches onto balls when it comes into that kind of recyclable area in the midfield, and that's where he becomes extremely lethal with his ability on the ball. He can literally pinpoint a pass directly to a player. You may say we need other recruits to be able to, have players on the end of that. You think in theory, on paper, if Skamaka was there or Sebastian Haller was there, they would be feeding off of all the opportunities that he would bring to them. But what we can pretty much think and agree on is that he will create opportunities for West Ham. We just need to have people on the other end of the ball to be able to create that opportunity as well. And if he adds his mechanism of scoring goals to his game when he does that for West Ham, then surely that is only but a positive. Another thing is, he is 28. He is 28. I know that, but that's not bad. Like, we've just become so focused in life and experts at young, youthful players. Yeah, I get we want to have young, youthful players, but you still need to have a little balance of experience. But when you've got a player that comes calling, I think £30 million in terms of the way that everything's been valued in the Premier League, if you look at Moises Caicedo heading to Brighton for £115 million, Declan Rice heading to Arsenal for £105 million, and you're looking at bringing someone in with the quality and the amount of goals and the amount of attributes he's got for £30 million, if GWP was 23 or 24 in the current market, he would be valued a lot higher than what he is. So I understand why people are a little bit concerned at the age, but he's still got his prime years ahead of him. He's still easily got 3 or 4 years. And we don't always have to think of the sell-on value. We just have to think of a player that can take us to the hopefully add to the value of adding us to the next level. Anyway, what do you think on JWP? We'll be back once we officially announce him. Put it in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up. And of course, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Come on, you irons.